Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to part 135. Let's play Pillars of Eternity. To see where I have currently no fucking clue what the fuck was going on here. So we're just going to move on to the next part of Forgotten Sanctum and, you know, deeply repress whatever the fuck we did. Or didn't do. So yeah, we'll get on with the next part like I said we would, and we'll see what the fuck is going to store for us. I must admit that Forgotten Sanctum is easily the best of the DLC so far. It's a lot more... It draws me in a lot more. I don't know what it is. There is no specific part of it, but it does feel a lot better than the other one. So let's have a look at the EX journal. Find more volumes of the Annals and under observation. The collection is due southwest of the Temple of Revelation. So let's get down here and see what's over there. First things first, let's listen to these cunts moan at each other. Oh, they're not going. Wait a minute. Aren't we missing someone? Yeah, we are. I'm pretty sure we're missing someone.
Psst. Hey, you got a moment?
Of course, Tain. What can I do for you?
Hey, you. Glad we finally get a chance to talk, one-on-one, away from the rest of the rabble.
Tain shoves his hands down his pockets and winks.
I can hear you, Tain. I'm right here.
It's good that we're on the same page with all of this.
He spread his arms wide to encompass the whole of the antechamber.
You know, wow, and his great big body.
You haven't actually decided what to do about it.
Really? Well, here's a little advice from Tain. I would try really, really hard to figure that out. And soon.
He nods.
Between the two of us, I did a little exploring of my own before you showed up.
He talks covering one side of his mouth, though his voice carries across the hall.
You haven't been to the collections yet, have you? It's just down that way. You'll hate it. There's a bunch of different people trapped in there. Lots of kith in some kind of stupor. I think they've been here a long time.
Did it ever occur to you they might be locked up for a reason?
What gives you the impression that this place operates on reason? The prisoners, it's like this place tore out everything that made them them and left a bunch of statues behind. Except statues don't usually shamble around and cry. Take this. It's a spell that should wake the prisoners up again. Just make sure you read it somewhere they'll all hear it.
You could also just kill them. Give them a different kind of freedom.
I think you're missing the point of my plan. Maybe I should have given the scroll to an imp instead.
Tain shrugs the matter aside.
Head west out of this fine antechamber and the collections are right down the stairs. Can't miss it.
I'll consider it. No promises.
I hope you can do some good down there. I hate to see so many people without a single good idea between them, you know? Like the Deerwood.
Tain folds his arms and sighs.
Deerwood has plenty of fine ideas. Most involving fire and things you can set on fire.
This guy right here. What a sport.
Tain points to a deer. So what do you know about Whale's body?
If there was a day in Wizard College when they talked about god bodies, I might have slept through it. Based on what we've seen, I'd say Maura used this place to nail down her tentacle spells. Lucky her, there's tons of inspiration here.
You really want to awaken the Titan?
What? The prospect of sending a mountain of eyes and tentacles to wrestle Aethys isn't enticing enough for you?
Tain chuckles softly.
Wouldn't it be boring to let a body like that molder and rot? I think we can do better. I think Aora deserves better. Even if it knocks over a castle or two, I think the fun will justify the cost.
Says a wizard who clearly ain't ever had a castle.
Thoughtfully, Jyoti rubs a knuckle along the edge of her jaw. The hand of cult that manages the hall's obscured, correct?
I'd be surprised if most of the hand even knows that this place exists. They want the world to think they write travel guides and circulate pamphlets of local history. It gets shady when you read past the margins. Things don't always add up. Not even the hand could tell you which facts they edited for convenience's sake, which ones they spelled out, and which ones they spelled wrong. And this could be where it all happens.
So how do we separate fact from the hand's version of facts?
That is a head-scratcher.
Tain scratches his head.
I suppose the solution is to be skeptical. You have to ask yourself, how much do you trust anything in a book? Does a story become more true because someone paused to write it down? I should really charge for discourse this engaging.
If we're to be indulging outsized egos, I'd rather listen to Isilmir's prattle.
So what's the hand's objective?
If they ever had one, you can bet they've changed it a dozen times over the years. Anyone who wants to control information on that scale wants to engineer society. Whatever they plan on doing with that power, you can bet they'll lose control over it in the end. You don't keep something like a society constrained to just one vision.
Landgraf, what do you think of the hand?
Some speak of the Hand Occult as hyper-competent masters of four-dimensional Hazatoa, when they know of them at all. In truth, the Hand's operations are haphazard and ill-executed. We know they exist because they inevitably leave evidence of their work wherever they go. That they succeed in spite of themselves is hardly evidence of the Hand's competence.
Back to my other questions.
Ask away. You know me, I'm an open book with plenty of pictures.
Totain hooks his thumb into his pocket and smiles. So how did you become an archmage?
My father donated to all the best colleges. I earned a couple of free degrees until I found something I was actually good at.
Totain is an insult to the very concept of scholarship.
We all learn differently, my handsome friend. I got where I am by focusing on the things I do well and never challenging myself beyond that. Secret to success. I owe a lot to my father, including an apology. He always said he wanted an archmage in the family. Kinda backfired when I dropped the surname. It's just Totain now. Hi.
He smiles. You aren't as academic as your colleagues.
Thank you! Wait, that was a compliment, right? I know I don't fit in with the rest of those book learners, but I've got it where it counts.
He holds his hand over his heart.
Thinking is a big waste of time when you've got raw, unvarnished instinct on your side. If I worried about research, safety, or ethics, I never would have cast the first chaotic orb. You do know about my chaotic orb, right? That's my spell. It was really popular when I got it into circulation.
I enough might know it. Fun spell, right?
Yes, it's very round.
Oh, good. I was concerned for a second there.
Totain smiles.
I worked really hard on that orb. First time I ever applied myself. Once wizards started using it all over the world, there was all this talk and fanfare. Have you seen this thing? Look at it go! Those were good times. These days, no one asks if I'm that Totain anymore. They don't tell you in wizard college that achievement can seem downright underwhelming.
Any thoughts on your colleagues in the circle?
Isn't Landgraf nice? We squabble, but there's plenty to admire about her. I think we're really starting to bond.
Now we may speak with something like privacy.
She casts a hooded glance in the direction of Totain and shakes her head.
Totain has asked something of you.
Landgraf beckons you forward with a discreet wave of her hand. He'd like me to free the prisoners in the collections.
And you accepted. How terribly large-hearted of you.
She raises an eyebrow. I didn't say that.
Of course. You have a reputation to maintain. It wouldn't do for you to gift your assistance lightly.
She smiles knowingly, a hint of amusement shining in her eyes.
What Totain asks of you appears a mercy, but it's only a selfish attempt to bolster his reputation. He's a devious child who delights in making the rest of us clean up his messes.
A quality common to archmages, it seems.
I'd say I resent the comment, but you're not wrong.
She sighs.
Many of the poor souls held captive here have been so for decades. Anyone they knew is likely dead, their old lives gone. To return them to the world with nothing is a cruelty. The gods only know what havoc these broken people will wreak with the information Totain intends to give them. Lay their souls to rest. Return them to the wheel.
Wanton murder, you say? You've come to the right human.
I thought I might have. This scroll will aid you.
She pulls a crisp new roll of parchment from the fold of her robe and closes your hand around it. Landgraf's scroll of final slumber.
You need only read the incantation scribed upon it, preferably in a place where all may hear it. Their deaths will be swift and painless.
With a curt nod and a heavy sigh, she turns away. She pats at her hip absently, looking for something out of habit, and finds her grimoire. She flips through it slowly, her mind clearly elsewhere. You two got anything more to say?
What you want, Ground Stink?
I'd like to rest. Ooh. On that one.
You want baubles? You give me coin, you get all the baubles you want.
I found this book about imp spray. Can you do anything with it? The imp snatches the book from you and starts flipping through the pages, starting from one end and working its way to the beginning.
Can't read, dumb ground stink. You forget, eh? You forget?
The imp strains with both claws to rip the book in half, but only succeeds in warping the binding.
You want imp spray? You want it so badly, eh? Here, you collect it.
The imp tosses you an empty bottle and slowly raises its left foot over its head. Already aim fire. You aim the lip of the bottle just in time to intercept a blast of hot imp effluvium. It smells of rotten eggs and lamp oil dusted with a pinch of cinnamon. Mercilessly, it misses your face, but a fine layer coats everything else. You feel moist and unwell. Fetid Spray glances back, wearing a playful
Enjoy
grin.
spray, ground stink. First one's free. Lots more where that came from.
Okay. Fetid Spray gestures to a sack bulging with crooked vials. Okay, yep, let's just get to the collections. Let's not fuck about with these people anymore. So there's a Vifrak. Reminder, protect the assets. It's a final reminder not to disturb the subjects while they hearken to the music of the pit. The wretches have grown protective of our benefactor's song and will attack those who damage the organ's apertures. If any subject experience a moment of clarity, kindly guide them away from the pit and back to an aperture where they can rejoin the others in blissful indifference. We'd like to minimize the suicide rate this quarter. May this also serve as a notice that we have exhausted our supply of earplugs. Overseers are authorized to distribute hot candleworks until someone can venture topside for supplies. The greasy smear on the floor and the soot covering the wall suggests that someone had a lamentable encounter with a spell. This featureless statue bears the Ingwithan legend, the how honest mind is an empty cage.
What did you find, Ishi?
Oh, motherfucker. I'm coming back up for that. Right, quickly go. Let's go back topside quickly. I will grab that, and then we'll come straight back down, and then we'll, you know, get on with what we were doing.
Easily done.
I don't even know if that was worth it. I just wanted the loot. Alright.
Still is a pond.
Just safety's sake, let's you know, let's start actually, you know, fucking stealthing this shit.
It calls me. I'm free. No, I don't want to go back. I remember nothing. Only the anthem.
Interesting. Interesting
In the name
indeed.
of gone, shut up already.
I prefer.
The echo of a prolonged shriek never entirely fades.
The shadow comes to muddy the light.
Sup, cunt? You're gonna die. Got a sup for you.
We'll be hitting the water.
No, cut that out. Oh no.
Redacted cutthroat.
Still got
Show me.
Well, I guess we're continuing to fight. Let's just keep doing this.
I need a new approach.
We're gonna break this because I don't know what the fuck it does, but I don't really want it helping. Alright, it's gonna take long to deal with these cunts.
What can I do you for?
I could probably be a lot more useful if I just didn't attack this mouth of the organ. We'll deal with this after we've killed these fucking diffracts.
Isn't doing the job.
See that, Ishi?
Quickly destroy this before that Vifrak can do fuck all to me.
Just like that.
Oh shit! So that basically, you destroy that, you get attacked by even more people.
Guess make something I can do.
Yeah, mate. Probably help us kill these. Fuck me, there's loads of them now. Hey dear, I am actually sorry for this, but at the same time, I am not sorry actually. You've got to fucking have. Is that heal? Nope. That heals a little bit. Idea's gonna need way more fucking health than that, but alright. We're getting there. Actually, this is going fucking well, personally.
Didn't work.
How may I help?
You may want to heal yourself there, mate. You're probably fucked, so I'm just gonna let you get. I'm just gonna let you be fucked. It seems like a smart thing to do.
Hey, we had some good times. Something for you. Oh, I need a new approach.
Nothing like setting your fucking ally on fire, mate, is there?
Just like that.
Jesus Christ, he's rare speed. Actually, that's not speed. So this fight shouldn't take much longer now.
Can't get a clean hit.
Show me.
Yeah?
Happy to oblige.
All right.
Self-immolate this
Another for the
fucker.
queen.
Hardly seems fair.
Yeah? Oh?
Can't make
We've got to be flanking him at this point, and he's still not fucking taking that much
Just
damage.
like that.
There we go.
I shall. Aye?
Ah, I see your plan.
Wow. They don't seem to have anything overly important loot-wise.
Ishi, quiet time.
Doesn't mean we're not going to stop, you know, stop looting all this stuff. Apparently we can actually get in here, so let's
This one's for Keelan.
fucking destroy it.
They'll fall by my hand.
There we go. Come on, just everyone fucking pile on. Apparently this is an issue. I don't know how killing this is an issue. Oh fuck, there's now more of them.
Let's get started.
There we go.
I'll see to it.
Slender Jim. Okay, before I end this part, Slender Jim is a... whatever the fuck that is. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next part. See you guys then.